Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, June 26, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Arizona Diamondbacks vs Detroit Tigers. Our team pick is Detroit Tigers plus 1.5 runs. And here is why. Things look completely different with the Tigers' bats facing the Diamondbacks. Against nearly everyone else, they've looked like the worst offensive team in baseball. However, against the Diamondbacks, they've heaped 5+ runs on the scoreboard in back-to-back games. It's no surprise considering the Diamondbacks' pitching rotation is throwing a combined 4.27 ERA so far this season. They just haven't been good on the mound, and they're constantly bleeding runs in games. You know it's bad when the wood starts cracking for Detroit. But will it stay cracking? It'll have to, unless Bo Brisk plans on stealing the show when starting on the mound. He fell flat against the Boston Red Sox after shutting out the Texas Rangers in a 7-inning effort in his previous outing. Perhaps the Rangers' version of the 24-year-old pitcher will show up in this matchup considering the Diamondbacks have the 5th worst run-scoring offense at home this season. The Diamondbacks have struggled defensively throughout the season. Not only are they having issues on the mound at pitcher, but they're also the 6th worst team in errors. Bad things tend to happen whenever they're staring down batters. There's no better proof of that than the way the series with the Tigers has unfolded this weekend. They're getting pounded at the plate by the worst run-scoring team in the league. And it's happening in their home building. The Diamondbacks don't need me to tell them the pitching must get better. They need a strong effort from the starter and an even stronger effort from the relief arms. It would also help if they could turn the tables on Arizona defensively by ruining Bo Brisk's night and hanging more points on the board. Neither one of these teams are built for an offensive shootout. That simple fact serves as a constant reminder that every run hits hard. It's even more of a reason for the Tigers to step things up defensively. But then again, if the Tigers can keep their offense rolling, they won't need Brisk to be a hero on the mound. They just need him not to fall flat on his face. The Tigers have found some offensive momentum against the Diamondbacks. Make no mistake, this isn't merely a situation of them catching fire for just one road game. No, the Tigers exploded for 5+ runs in 2 consecutive games against the Diamondbacks at Chase Field. They have Arizona's number in this series. Sure, the Tigers have faced serious offensive struggles at the plate this season, but those issues have suddenly disappeared now that they're playing one of the league's worst defensive teams. The Diamondbacks couldn't stop running water on defense right now. So Detroit will be back to smacking pitches in Sunday's finale. Our total pick is under, and here is why. The Detroit Tigers are struggling at the plate. The Tigers have scored the fewest runs in all of baseball with 203, which is an average of 3.07 runs per game. Detroit has a team batting average .226, 27th, on-base percentage of .281, 29th, and a slugging percentage of .328, 29th. Javier Baez has 7 home runs and 25 RBIs to lead Detroit in both categories. Miguel Cabrera is second in RBIs with 23, and Jonathan Schoop has 21. However, the Tigers are punchless at the plate with only 93 doubles, 11 triples, and an anemic 39 home runs in 70 games. The Arizona Diamondbacks have scored 287, 24th runs for an average of 4.01 runs per game. Arizona has a team batting average of .214, 29th, on-base percentage of .294, 27th, and a slugging percentage of .373, 25th. Christian Walker has been Arizona's most productive hitter and leads the Diamondbacks with 19 home runs and 37 RBIs. Ketel Marte has a team-best 23 doubles. Jordan Luplow has 10 home runs and is the only other player besides Walker with 10 or more homers. Arizona has hit 104 doubles, 11 triples and 83 home runs in 72 games. Detroit does not have the best pitching staff in baseball and therefore cannot compensate for the poor production at the plate by the Tigers. Detroit has a team ERA of 4.03, 20th, whip of 1.24, 15th, and has had only 18, 24th quality starts. Detroit is holding opponents to an average of .240, 15th, at the plate. Tarek Skubal is leading Detroit in victories with 5 and strikeouts with 84. Beau Preece gets the nod on the mound Sunday. The right-hander this season is 1-6 with an ERA of 4.07 and 41 strikeouts. Arizona is also struggling on the mound, as the Diamondbacks have a team ERA of 4.27, 23rd, a whip of 1.33, 21st, and have only 20th quality starts. Arizona's pitching staff is holding opposing hitters to an average of .255, 26th. Merrill Kelly is the leader in wins with 6, and Zach Golan has a team-best 71 strikeouts. Arizona has not yet released the name of its starting pitcher for the third and final game of its interleague series with Detroit on Sunday. Both Detroit and Arizona struggle at the plate, as the Tigers are 27th in team batting average, and Arizona is even worse at 29th. The Tigers are last in runs scored, and Arizona is not much better at 24th. The total has finished under in 36 of the last 54 games Detroit has played on the road, and in 8 of Arizona's last 13 played at home with a pair of pushes. San Diego Padres vs Philadelphia Phillies. Our team pick is Padres minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. Philadelphia has had one of the lengthier road trips in baseball this season, and they'll be thrilled that Sunday's game will mark the final game of the road schedule. This will be their 11th straight road game, and it's evident that being away from home is slowly showing signs of weakness for this team. They've gone 1-4 in their last 5 games, and having to now find a result against the Padres could prove to be problematic. Catching the Mets will take quite a strong next few months, but with 3 wild card spots up for grabs, the Phillies starting to find some momentum and confidence could be huge, especially with games against the Braves and Cardinals coming up, who might be in contention for those same playoff spots once the fall rolls around. A .500 road record will be a reason for concern, though this group has the talent to find the win. The Padres have found themselves with a strong start yet again, but after last season's second half collapse, it seems to be quieter this go-around. They are toe-to-toe with the Dodgers currently in the NL West though, as well as being tied with the Astros for the 3rd most wins in all of baseball. Their home record has been a large reason for that success, and with the Phillies clinging to life on the back end of their road trip, Sunday seems like the perfect opportunity for San Diego to find some continued success. Unlike the last few seasons, where the team has been top-heavy on one side or the other, this year's group has the balance and depth to continue to make life difficult for teams like Philadelphia. According to MLB.com, the Phillies will look towards Kyle Gibson to help them close out the weekend strong. The righty comes in with a 4.3 record and 4.06 ERA, and while he certainly hasn't been elite, he has the experience to surprise some. He already has 1 start under his belt this season against the Padres. Even though he took the loss in that one, he only allowed 2 runs across 5.2 innings of work, and if he can replicate that, it seems likely that the offense could be of more help. The Phillies have seen their offensive improve by quite a bit this season, though playing on the road yet again on Sunday could mean some early struggles. They rank 8th in baseball in runs scored per 9 innings and are top 10 in ops and home runs as well. Bryce Harper .20 average, 48 RBI, .3850 BP, has continued to be dangerous, while Kyle Schwarber, 20 HRs, seems to be all or nothing in the lineup. The last week has seen everyone take a step back, and it'll take some key depth players to step up in order to grab the win. According to MLB.com, the Padres will hand the ball off to one of baseball's most reliable arms, as Yu Darvish looks to close out the weekend strong. The righty comes into this one with a 7.3 record and 3.17 ERA, and has failed to allow more than a single run in any of his last 3 starts. Beyond that, he went 7 scoreless innings against the Phillies earlier this season, as he brings quite a bit of confidence into this one. The Padres have a lineup that can go toe-to-toe with the Phillies, and even with their injuries, they'll be expected to do some damage in this one. They rank 10th in baseball in runs scored per 9 innings, but the lack of power could continue to haunt them. Machado .328 average, 12 HRs, 46 RBI, has led the way all season, and there's no doubt that his production will be missed. Over the last week though, it has been a handful of supporting hitters in the bottom half of the order who have been doing most of the damage, which is crucial to them closing out the weekend strong. The Padres won't have any issues coming away with a win on Sunday, and it'll all start on the mound. Behind Darvish, the Padres will have one of the best arms in baseball on their side, and considering his earlier success this season against the Phillies, he won't have any issues making that happen again. Beyond that, the Padres have the depth in their lineup to close out the weekend strong and will be facing an ice-cold offense where it might not take many runs to ensure they grab the win. For the Phillies, playing their 11th game on the road continues to be difficult, and they'll be looking past Sunday towards being back at home. Our total pick is under 8 runs, and here is why. Kyle Gibson, 4.06 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, gets the call in this series finale and could use some more run support than his last start. In that start he gave up 3 runs on 7 hits in 6 1/3 innings in a 7-0 loss to the Texas Rangers. The Phillies had won his previous 2 starts, where he gave up 9 runs in 17 1/3 innings of work, but was given 19 runs of support. Gibson has lost his last 2 road starts, where he only gave up 2 runs in each one. Support was the main issue in his lone start against the Padres this season on May 19, where he gave up 2 runs in a 2-0 loss. Yu Darvish, 7.33.17 ERA 0.96 WHIP, takes the hill for Game 4 of this NL series, and he has been pitching well as of late. In his last start he only gave up 1 run on 4 hits in 7 innings in a 4-1 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks. After giving up 5 runs in a Padres loss, they have won his last 3 outings, where he has only given up 3 runs in 22 innings of work. Darvish has not allowed more than 2 runs in any of his 6 home starts this season. He opposed Gibson on May 19 in the city of brotherly love, where he was stellar, tossing 7 innings of scoreless ball in the 2-0 win. The total has gone under for the last 2 games of this series and look for that trend to continue. These teams have only totaled 7 runs in the last 2 games, and not many players will cross the plate in Game 4. Darvish has only given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts and look for him to have another good outing like he did in mid-May in his 1 start against the Phillies. Gibson has been up and down, as of late, and will have a decent outing in this one. Add that to a solid outing from Darvish and you get another low-scoring affair, which is why the under is the pick for this game. Atlanta Braves vs Los Angeles Dodgers. Our team pick is Los Angeles Dodgers plus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Los Angeles Dodgers have jumped out to a quick start to begin this regular season, as they are currently in first place in the NL West. They have a 1.0 game lead over the Padres. At the plate, the Dodgers have been an absolute problem this season. They are currently scoring 5.16 runs per game and hitting .253 as a team. This is the most runs average per game and the 6th highest overall team batting average. They have also shown that they can score in multiple different ways. They string together hits to drive in runs, or they can change the game with one swing of the bat. Los Angeles is averaging 1.25 bombs per game, which is the 8th highest average in the MLB. This offense can score runs in a hurry, as all they need is one big inning to get their bats going. I also expect the Dodgers to stay aggressive once they have reached base safely. They have already stolen 45 bases this season, which is the 6th most in the league. Watch for Trey Turner at the plate in this one, as well. He is currently hitting .318 and has already driven in 52 runs, which leads the team. The Atlanta Braves have been one of the hottest teams over the past month, and they are looking to keep patrolling. They are currently in 2nd place in the NL East and only 5.0 games back from the New York Mets. At the plate, they are scoring 4.74 runs per game and hitting .247 as a team. This is the 9th most runs scored per game and the 11th highest overall team batting average. They can also score multiple different ways. They can string together multiple hits to create a big inning, or they will load the bases and allow their power hitters to bring them home. The Braves are averaging 1.58 home runs per game, which is the 2nd highest average in the MLB. Only one other team has hit more bombs than the Braves this season, as they have multiple different guys that can go deep at any given moment. I expect the Braves to stay fairly conservative once they have reached base safely, as well. Atlanta has only stolen 34 bases this season, which is the 17th most in the league. Watch for Dansby Swanson at the plate in this one. He hit a home run in the first game of this series, and he is currently hitting .305, which leads his team. In the field, the Dodgers have also been solid to begin this season. They don't surrender many easy runs, and they make the opposing offense work for everything. They are currently allowing 2.90 runs per game and have a combined team whip rating of 1.07. This is the least amount of runs allowed per game and the 2nd lowest overall team whip rating. Reaching base safely is extremely difficult against the Dodgers, which has made it even more difficult to score. They have also only committed 35 fielding errors this season, which is the 9th least in the league. They keep the ball in front of themselves and always know where to go to get the nearest out. On the mound, Los Angeles has also been great this season. They have already recorded 27 quality starts, which is the 9th most in the league. According to MLB.com, Tony Gonsolin will be starting on the mound. He has begun this season 9-0 with a 1.58 ERA and .82 whip rating. Reaching base has been tough for opposing offenses, as he has been on the top of his game this season. In his previous start, he went for 5.0 innings and only allowed 2 earned runs. On the mound, the Braves have also been one of the better teams in the league. They are only allowing 3.76 runs per game, and they have a combined team whip rating of 1.24. This is the 8th least amount of runs allowed per game and the 14th highest overall team whip rating. They make it difficult to reach base safely, which makes it even tougher to score. I have also been very impressed with their fielding, as they have only committed 34 errors this season. This is the 7th least amount of mistakes made this season, as they are very clean in the field and don't have many errors that come back to haunt them. On the mound, the Braves have also been impressive this season. It isn't very often that the Dodgers are the underdog coming into a game. Especially with Tony Gonsolin on the mound. He has been an absolute beast this season, as he has started the year 9-0 with a 1.58 ERA and a .82 whip rating. He will make it very difficult for the Braves to reach base consistently, and they won't be able to score enough runs to cover this run line spread. The Dodgers are also allowing the least amount of runs per game and have the second lowest team whip rating. The Braves will struggle at the plate in this one, as they won't be able to hit Gonsolin hard. At the plate, Los Angeles has also been a problem. They are averaging the most runs per game and have the 6th highest overall team batting average. They will get to Spencer Strider early in this one and have a ton of success at the plate in this game. Our total pick is under 8.5 runs. And here is why. Los Angeles is averaging 5.16 runs per game. Their .253 batting average is 6th in the league. Their .332 on-base percentage is 1st, while their .430 slugging percentage is 4th. Tree Turner leads the Dodgers with a .318 batting average and 52 RBI, while Mookie Betts leads the team with 17 home runs. Los Angeles's pitching has been very good, with the team giving up 3.25 runs per game. Opponents have a .215 batting average against the Dodgers, which is 2nd in the league. Their 2.90 ERA leads the league, while their 1.07 whip is 2nd. In his last start, Gonsolin gave up 3 hits and 2 runs in 5 innings, leading to an 8-2 win over Cincinnati. They will need another solid start from him if they want to get the win. Atlanta is averaging 4.74 runs per game. Their .247 batting average is 11th in the league. Their .313 on-base percentage is 17th, while their .440 slugging percentage leads the league. Dansby Swanson leads the Braves with a .305 batting average and 41 RBI, while Austin Riley leads the team with 18 home runs. Atlanta's pitching has been good, with the team giving up 4.13 runs per game. Opponents have a .233 batting average against the Braves, which is 9th in the league. Their 3.76 ERA is 8th, while their 1.24 whip is 14th. In his last start, Strider gave up 6 hits and 6 runs in 3.2 innings, leading to a 12-10 loss to San Francisco. They will need a better performance from him if they want to win this game. The Dodgers are averaging 5.16 runs per game and 5.24 runs per game on the road. They averaged 3.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Braves. With Atlanta giving up 4.49 runs per game at home, the Dodgers will be held under their average in this game. The Braves are averaging 4.74 runs per game and 4.90 runs per game at home. They averaged 1.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Dodgers. With Los Angeles giving up 2.86 runs per game on the road, the Braves won't score enough runs to push the score over the total. The Braves and Dodgers played under the total in 4 of their last 5 meetings.